I'm sky high and I dare anybody to try to cut my wings. I'm still shutting cities down every time I come around, nigga. I'm still doing my thing. I'm still fly. I'm sky high and I dare anybody to try to cut my wings. I'm still shutting cities down every time I come around, nigga. I'm still doing my queen in this bitch. Goddamn, the bitch is rich. What's the deal? What's the deal? What is the deal, peoples? How you doing? I always start this video and I'm never properly prepared. That be me. That be me. What up, people? Give me a second. So collective, what's the deal? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. You're having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or malintentions, all evil eyes go blind 144,000 times. Yeah, instantly, quickly, swiftly, you will feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses and the spells that you project. Collective, what's the deal? We're going to tap into this last quarter moon cycle energy. Yesterday was the last quarter moon. We're going to tap the flick in. I was going to tap in yesterday, but I was tired. I was tired yesterday. So we're going to do an early Sunday The troll is on parole. What up, troll? What up? What up? Oh, Jesus. I don't know why the trolls trolling me, because they know I'm gonna fuck with them on my channel. So I don't even know why they even bother. I'm trying to finish my coffee so it don't get cold. So in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna shuffle this deck and I'm gonna pull cards and see what comes out. I am going to try to keep this deck short, not put so many on the table, because I ain't got that much space on this table as I did the other one. I need to put my tooth in my mouth. I can't drink coffee. I can't have the tooth in my mouth and drink coffee, because then it melts. So funny. Can't drink hot coffee with the tooth in my mouth, because then my tooth is gonna melt. That's hilarious. I crack myself up. Hey, but I ain't no shame in my game, man. I'm not afraid to get on the camera without my tooth, because I have it ready. So, but I need to get used to it within my mouth, in my mouth, because I'm always without it in the house. So I have to get used to it in my mouth. So, anyway, so we're gonna do a little shuffle. I don't know how long y'all still here, because you know it says in the first 3 seconds or the first minute of the video, you gotta catch somebody's attention, and if they're not, they gone. Well, I guess peace out to the ones that didn't stay. But we not rushing this energy. We here politicking. So angels, ancestors, the spirits of the divine white light actually only, please provide me with some insight for the collective. What is this last quarter moon energy and what does the collective have to know? Hold on, let me take one more sip of my coffee. Excuse me. It tastes so good. Let me put this little prayer thing on here just in case we got stupid troll ass motherfuckers that sit here trying to watch me and project anything. That shit will be boomerang right back to them bitches if they even try. Yeah, look, see, they left. They went bye-bye. So, let's get my things ready. Don't gotta be that loud. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to finish my coffee before I start this because I don't really do cold coffee. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, at your only please provide me with some insight. What does the collective need to know? I'm gonna split this deck in two. It's too big to shuffle. What does this collective need to know for this last quarter moon cycle? Cards keep falling, and the last card I just picked up, that a spirit is walking amongst us. So for this last quarter moon cycle, the spirit wants you to know that spirit is walking amongst us. Spirit is with you. Spirit is walking amongst us, is showing somebody no mercy. Spirit is walking amongst us and they have no mercy. That sounds serious. It's already saying spirit is walking amongst us and they don't have no mercy, collective. Divine magic. I said I was going to split the deck, but I guess not. Spirit is having no mercy on somebody or certain people. Policy insurance, fraud, scam. Spirit is having no mercy on these people or person that did some type of fraud scam when it comes to some policy insurance. Yeah, look, crime committed. Spirit is having no mercy right now. There's divine magic at play. Because somebody did some type of scam, a fraud when it comes to some policy, that's how I want to say it, policy insurance, and crimes was committed. Yeah, but no weapon form will prosper, collective. So no weapon formed against you will prosper because spirit is handling this. I said no weapon form will prosper. Spirit is handling this. It says someone's getting their hands put on them. Someone is getting hands put on them, collective. Spirit is walking amongst us and showing no mercy to these people that commit policy insurance scams and crime with these crimes committed. And spirit is putting hands on these people because no weapon formed against you will prosper. They can't end your life. Informant. Informant. There was an informant that was beating their chest like King Kong when you were a horse Caesar. And they were searching for information. Become more patient, collective. Pay for play. So this informant that was beating their chest like King Kong, when you a whole Caesar collective, they were searching on information. This person was, with this become more patient, informant, pay for play. There was an informant that was paid to play. Wow, heathens. Hold on, let me, they did it for the money. They wanted to show. They better get ready because shit's about to blow. They could have car problems, dealing with childhood trauma. Somebody's out here aging rapidly as well. Let me make more room. Hold on one second. So spirit is walking amongst us, and they have no mercy, and they're using their divine magic on whoever this group of people or person is that commits crimes doing policy insurance. But no weapon form will prosper, collective, because spirit is walking amongst us, and someone is getting their hands put on them by spirit. This informant, no mercy. There was an informant that had no mercy on you. So the spirit has no mercy on this informant. Okay, this person thought they were smarter than you, bigger than you, better than you. But the bigger you are, the harder you fall. Remember that. They were searching for information about a policy insurance, a fraud, a scam. And crimes was committed, collective. So become more patient, because no weapon form will prosper. No weapon form will prosper. Somebody was paid to play along, pay for play. They were paid to put this policy insurance on you. These are a bunch of heathens that are getting their hands put on them. Because they did this for money. They wanted a show. They put on a show. They did it for some type of money. Paid for play. Confirmation. Now somebody is out here having car problems. They aging rapidly, and they dealing with their childhood trauma. So with this car problem, somebody's able to move forward. With this aging rapidly, I'm guessing someone does no longer look graceful. I heard the glamour is gone. Look, they need to be on medication. They got mental issues. So this person that put some type of policy insurance on you was committing crimes against you, was forming weapons on you. Their spirit is putting their hands on them. because they did it for some type of money. They wanted to put on a show, so now shit's about to blow up in their face. Maybe their car, with this car, shit's about to blow, car problems. Maybe their car blew up. Their car is going to blow. Something is going to blow in their car. Their transmission is going to blow. Yeah, collective, you're somebody who's natural. You're a natural. Or something's going to happen naturally. Somebody's mind is blown because you're a natural. If you're watching me and you don't like my video, you a troll. So if you're trying to project anything onto me, somebody was like, I'm not a troll. Let me like the video. Somebody said, I'm not a troll. Let me like the video. If you're not a troll, you watching me, say hey so I can see who you are. Stop hiding. I like interacting with my audiences. Hey, Grand Rising. I like interacting with my audiences. If you're a true subscriber and you watching me to watch me and not projecting no negativity, always say hey. Collective, these people that were out here trying to put policy insurance on people are about to reap what they sow. Their mind is blown that you're a natural. Their mind is blown that whatever they did is backfiring on them, because basically spirit is walking amongst us and they're getting their hands put on them by spirits because they're a bunch of heathens. Confirmation. Confirmation. All positivity here, just discover your channel on my feed, and if I feel guided, much love. Hey. It says they were so desperate to win. So these people were out here. If you were guided to my channel, or you were guided to my channel for a reason, hey, feel free to subscribe. So collective, this people or persons, because nobody has came out yet, and this is just saying what they're doing out here, what the energy is. These people were out here thinking they were big and bad, big bag and bougie, beating their chest like King Kong, thinking that they were bigger and better than you and badder than you, and thought that they can put a policy insurance on you, or they were searching on how to do that, because searching for info falls under policy insurance. And because somebody put some policy insurance on you, they're aging rapidly. So somebody did something wrong, and now they looking old, busted, and disgusted because they were so desperate to win. They committed crimes against you. You were out here patiently waiting. And while somebody was out here dealing with their childhood trauma, something happened in January. Something's going to happen in January. Somebody committed a crime in January. Somebody could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Either way, something could have happened in January. Somebody could be born in January. Crimes was committed in January, maybe. Confession. There might be a confession in January. These are my confessions. You're a Capricorn. Look at that. So, chi magic. Somebody was out here trying to mess with your chakra, was trying to unalign you. Somebody was trying to have you unaligned. Somebody was doing chi magic. You can have the power of chi magic. You know how to align your chakras. You could do some type of chakra alignment magic or something. Reiki. Somebody nervous. Their mind is blown and they're nervous because spirit is walking amongst us, and spirit has no mercy on these people that did it for the money. They wanted to show shit's about to get ready and about to blow. Their mind is blown. That shit is blowing up in their face. They're nervous because now they're having car problems. They aging rapidly. They reaping what they're sowing because they were desperate to win. And these people need to be on medication because they got mental issues for trying to form some type of weapon against you. These people were paid to do it, and now spirit is kicking their ass. Now they out here nervous. Yeah, flying solo. Somebody could be flying solo. Not somebody's alone, nervous and flying solo. Somebody's alone now. You reap what you sow, karma, flying solo. Somebody's reaping what they're sowing alone. Or somebody's alone in this now. Love spell, free will control. Somebody was so desperate to win. They were doing love spells and free will control on you, collective. This is why they're aging rapidly and they having car problems and they need to be on medication because they got mental issues. Because they were out here trying to control your free will. Trying to have you under some love spell. No. Yeah, traveling the sea. Somebody was traveling the sea to do this, to put love spells and free will control on you, to control your free will. Somebody could have been traveling in January, or they're trying to travel in January. Somebody could have committed crimes in January and they could have went overseas to do this. Somebody was traveling overseas to hex you, to put love spells on you, to control your free will. Yeah, what they did is unforgettable, collective. What they did is unforgettable. These are a bunch of old hags. So these people could be older than you. Look, the informant plan failed. It says informant. The informant plan failed. They could have been an informant that was working for a bunch of old hags or somebody older than you. They need to make peace with this imperfection, collective. So the informant plan failed. An informant came out on the table. Okay. So the informant plan failed. So there's a bunch of old hags, older people, someone older than you. This could be a aunt energy that's not related to you. It says aunt not related. This could be an auntie figure, an auntie energy, old ass, haggy ass, auntie ass, energy ass, or old auntie ass energy. Somebody that they call auntie, somebody that people look up to and they call auntie. This might not be an aunt energy for real, but you know how people be like, oh, that's my aunt, because they give this auntie vibe. So that could be what it is. This could be somebody that gets looked up to as an auntie. They could be called auntie. An elder ass person that had a bunch of informants coming for you, and the informant plan failed, and they need to make peace with this imperfection. They need to make peace that their plan failed, because the dark don't want anything to do with them anymore. These people are evil. They're alone. I'm just plucking from the top of the deck. They're evil and alone, and they're feeling alone right now. So the informant plan fails. Spirit is walking amongst us, and spirit is kicking these people's asses. This aunt energy, they're about to, no mercy for this aunt energy. I tell you that. These old hags thought they were King Kong because they were older than you. That's what it is. So somebody thought that because they were older than you, they have more experience. Just because you're older than somebody don't mean you have more knowledge or experience, because people learn new things every day. You're learning something new every day. No one ever knows everything. So I don't know why everybody out in the world want to walk around like they are know-it-all, because we do not know it all. Sorry. Not even in these readings. We do not know it all. So when you out here walking around like your shit don't stink, like you know everything, and you bigger and better than somebody, that's when your fall comes, is the worst, is the hardest fall, because you so gassed up that thinking that you the best, and you're not. There is gonna be somebody that's always bigger and badder than you. How about bigger and better? I'm not even gonna say badder. Let's just say bigger and better than you. Since you want to walk around like you the big bad wolf, huffing and puffing, I'm gonna blow your house down, bitch. You know there's wolves, right? That's a wolf. You want to act like the big bad wolf? Okay, be the big bad wolf, okay? I guess the collectives are gonna be the big bad werewolves, okay? Because you just a wolf, you just an animal, you can't shapeshift. I guess the collectives are the werewolves. We could shapeshift. We could shape it into human form and all that. So you want to be the big bad wolf? I guess we're the big better werewolves. How about that? How about that? They need to make peace with this imperfection that they were unable to make to complete this policy insurance, this scam that they were putting on. They need to make peace with it, that they're unable to pull this off. All right, they alone. They out here evil. These people are evil. The dark don't want to do nothing with them, and they alone. Crimes was committed. They were messing with the devil. They were messing with the devil. The devil. They were messing with evil and put a D before it. But no weapon form will prosper for these evil from you and these evil people. These evil people can't touch you. Something's being looked into. So these people are feeling alone because something is being looked into. Look, I just plucked. We got father's side of the family. Father not related. So this has to do with a father and aunt energy. Father's side of the family not related to you. Aunt not related to you. Somebody's getting evicted and they're getting banished. Collective, you're running laps around these people. You're running laps around these people. They don't have no magic. Somebody out here with no magic wanted to be the one. Somebody don't got no magic, but yet they wanted to be the one. They're getting beat up by their own energy, and they out here trying to deny allegations and claims. It says confessions. This lands on confessions and court right behind that. Somebody could have court problems because they tried to make you a third-degree victim, and they manipulated others to do this because of their unhealed trauma. So somebody got court now. Because they was out here making you a victim. They're nervous, collective, because they manipulated others to do this. And now they're flying. This lands on flying solo. So they manipulated others to do this, and they're no longer able to manipulate anybody. Now they're alone doing this. Alone came out. Love spell free with control. This lands on unhealed trauma. They were doing this because they have unhealed trauma, dealing with childhood trauma. Collective, you've been upgraded, and these people are about to experience the wrath of fucking God. Because what they did was unforgettable. Yeah, they was trying to, look, soul swappers, the watchtower. They were out here trying to swap your soul. This was their guilty pleasure. These are a bunch of monsters that thought this was pure entertainment. They were devoted to doing this. We got aunt energy again, related. So aunt energy could be related to this father energy, not related to you. Somebody's father's side of the family, a karmic woman. Aunt energy. This one-trick pony this one-trick pony ran out of tricks. Now they're sick. Somebody's sick. And they're being humiliated. because they was infatuated with fucking with you. They had a lot of unwanted opinions about you, collective. A karmic couple. That money that they thought they were getting, they're not gaining a dime. They were out here doing graveyard magic on you. And somebody told them not to do it. In one ear, out the other. Sometimes trying to block my throat chakra. You fucking naive if you coming in my energy doing something. Yeah, you learning karmic lessons right now. Some cards fell. Hold on. You learning karmic lessons right now? Yeah, because you try to set somebody up. What you don't see, so what the collective don't see, is that these people are getting karma. They're getting karma. And they were too busy running lies to see their own downfall. Uh-oh. This is somebody that lives in your vicinity. They live around you. And measures are being taken right now. These people might get raided. So these people might get raided, collective. Somebody got health issues. Because they were jealous and envious of you, collective. And they play games. Played. Current timeline. This is happening now. These people need to grow up. And they're about to piss themselves. Because they thought that they could make you vulnerable, collective. And they could not make you vulnerable. A friend, somebody that you thought was a friend, was trying to enslave your soul. They was trying to get you fired. Because they having some type of midlife crisis. Because they couldn't fulfill their life goals. This person is a professional idiot. This could be your next door neighbor. We got next door neighbor getting bad news. This shallow Hal that had a lot of constructive criticism in an online community. People lost all respect for this person because they're toxic. Now they're feeling naked and afraid. And they're having breathing problems. Somebody thought they were too legit to quit. They were in childhood energy with you, collective, rebelling and challenging authority. And they siphoned untamed energy. And now they can't handle the power backlash, that they can't handle the heat. Yeah, they were being used to cause havoc to you, collective. Confirmation with the sirens. So far, the energies that came out were an aunt energy. This could be an aunt energy related or not related to you. A father energy not related to you. And then the next door neighbors came out. So, excuse me. Nose itching. These people try to make you a victim. They try to victimize you. Somebody out here wanted to be the one. There was somebody that was older. A bunch of old hags. Elder people. Or somebody older than you was out here paying people, pay for play, used to cause havoc. They were using people, manipulated people to cause havoc in your life, to commit crimes in your life. And this informant that they were paying to do all this to you failed at their job. Now they have court issues. There goes my informant making move now. They failed at their job. That money that they thought they were getting, they're not getting shit. Why would you get paid for something that you cannot complete? They won't be able to complete the job of whatever they're trying to do. Policy insurance, what you think that is? What is a policy insurance for? When somebody passes away, right? So somebody was trying to get you to pass away. They were told to leave you alone and they didn't listen. Look, father related. Father energy came out twice. Aunt energy came out twice. Somebody passed away. A father related. Someone passed away. Somebody's father related. Somebody's father could have passed away. Or somebody's father's gonna pass away. Somebody's father could have passed away. Because of this, a father related to this aunt energy could have passed away. Look, it says, let sleeping dogs lay. They do, because they were a know-it-all energy. See what I said? They thought they knew it all. This shallow howl got no more pals, no more company. Because people are now getting a second opinion. Because this person had no goals. And everything is spiraling out of control. Yeah, because of their guilty pleasure. It's spiraling out of control because of their guilty pleasure. The devil is sick for being a prick, playing dumbass tricks. Now this person is sick. I said they need medical attention. They have mental issues. You could be a person that gets confirmations with birds chirping, dogs barking, sirens, cars, alarms, numbers, commercial ads. You could be seeing synchronicities and confirmations through these things. Somebody is getting fired. An old school friend that's a part of a coven. They being replaced. Yeah, somebody owes you restitution, collective, and now they out here lonely because by day they one way, by night they're another, and you are undefeated. Somebody sweats when they get nervous. And in due time, everything will be fine, collective, because ashes to ashes, dust to dust, disintegration, they being taken out. Somebody's currently in survival mode, and they're in their feelings because they're being devoured. And they're unable to escape this karma. Now they're out here playing victim because the accuser is always the accusee. So the one that was out here accusing you, they're the ones that was doing it. Remember, my mother always taught me all the time. When somebody's always accusing you of something, got your name in their mouth, always accusing you of something to somebody, is because they're the ones that's actually doing it. And they're trying to mentally manipulate you and confuse you and have you in doubt to make you feel like you're the guilty one, when in reality, they're the guilty one. So when somebody got your name in their mouth, and running your name in a bunch of people's mouths all the time, trying to make you look bad, and you over here don't even got their name in your mouth like that, please understand, they're the fucking ones that's actually doing it. When somebody's constantly talking about you over and over and over and over and over and over, never got nothing good to say about a person, over and over and over, always want to accuse a person of doing something, they're the actual bad guys. I learned that a long time ago. My mother raised me that the accuser is always the accusee. And she raised me this, and I learned this in relationship. When the motherfucker was sitting here accusing me of cheating. No, nigga, that's you, bitch. That's you. A friend out here got an underlying illness. Somebody's friend or your friend got an underlying illness because you're unbothered, unfazed, and uninterested in something, or uninterested in whatever the hell they projecting onto you. Yeah, this person feels alone because this one trick pony ran out of tricks and now they sick. I just said they're sick. Yeah, this is a fucking weirdo. A fake religionless. This is a fake religionless. And Saddle Up is about to get bumpy for this fake religionless that's a weirdo. Yeah, something is long overdue. Yeah, them getting this karma. This Uncle Tom energy that likes to kiss ass. Yeah, they out here being tormented and tortured because they were trying to torment and torture you. Yeah, they're about to get confronted in an inappropriate way, collective. Somebody's about to get confronted in an inappropriate way and people are talking about them. Yeah, because they were out here beating their chest like they were King Kong when you were whole Caesar, collective. Somebody's trying to mess with my sight. Yeah. Your ex-lover karmic could have been traveling by sea. So your ex's ex could be traveling by the sea to do spell work on you. Somebody's really trying to mess with my eyesight. Just know every time you mess with me, you increase everything positively. And then everything that you do, it goes back to you tragically. So yeah, playing with your devices, interference. Somebody could be playing with your devices. They're in survival mode right now. Give me 1 second. Somebody's really trying to mess with my eyes right now. They trying to stop me from seeing, but they can't. I'm sorry. You don't have the power to do that. You ain't got no power. You mad, you sour. You getting exposed to a coward. You mad because you're getting exposed. You think you could stop me from exposing you. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't stop this message from coming out. You could send all the spell work you want, but just know that when it returns to you, it's gonna return to you so way worse. So you trying to blind me, you trying to stop me from seeing the messages, you're gonna get blinded for real. Like you're gonna lose your sight. That you're gonna have to readjust your whole world because you won't be able to fucking see. Literally. So I just need you to understand, when you trying to blind me spiritually, you will be blinded for real in this 3D reality. You will lose your sight. For real, you won't be able to see. I need you to understand the karma and repercussions that come when you fuck with me. You want to continue to be naive? Then go ahead. You want to continue not to listen in one ear, out the other? You want to throw your unwanted opinions about me and on my channel? That's fine. This is why you out here, they broke into the wrong spiritual house. Yeah, now we cutting into my energy. You broke into the wrong spiritual house. I'm a part of the collective as well. So you broke into the wrong spiritual house, and now you've been backed into a motherfucking corner and you can't get the fuck out. Because you flipped most squad. You flipped on somebody. You are out here doing death magic with a brother energy. You were doing death magic with a brother. Y'all bunch of addicts. And endings is happening. And the collective or me is getting liberated. You blaming me or the collective for something that you did. For your kid running away. Your kid ran away. You blame yourself for being a bad parent. Cat got somebody by the tongue and their balls. So somebody's kid ran away and they're blaming you. This dysfunctional family, somebody's child ran away and they want to blame you. Bitch, blame yourself for being a bad mother. 4343. Blame yourself for being a bad parent. You want to blame somebody else for your child running away, but it's your fault because you are neglectful. You have shortened your lifespan on earth, stupid. You have shortened your life on this earth. You were on a journey to Nowhereville. You shortened your life, and you ended up nowhere. And you have a fraudulent business. You're rotting from the inside out. Because the collective is not for sale. You try to sell the collective. You try to sell somebody's soul. That's not yours. This is why your magic is rendered powerless. You don't got no magic. You out here gang stalking. And you reaping karmic circles. You reaping karmic cycles because you overstep your boundaries. You're remorse. You're not in no remorse. You're a racist on top of that. And you're a false prophet. Fake religionless. A professional idiot. Ay, ay, ay. You got car problems. It keeps coming out. Car problems. You trying to cause car problems or you got car problems? Measures is being taken right now. You can't move forward. Someone's ass on fire. They get the nervous shits, upset stomach. They got the nervous shits. Somebody's ass is on fire right now. Somebody's ass is burning. People are talking about them. Yeah, they were siphoning energy. And they were telling lies, false advertisements, siphoning energy. They were telling lies, trying to siphon your energy, collective. Because you're righteous. So they were telling lies on a righteous person, trying to siphon your energy. These people are nasty. Sweats a lot when they get nervous. Somebody's nervous, collective. They sweat a lot. They shit in a lot. They got the nervous shits and sweats. Yeah, because they getting cut off. And they don't like that you're at peace. Somebody caught them a federal case. Somebody got a federal case. And they trying to hide from the feds. You can't hide from the feds. you cannot hide from the feds. You cannot hide. They being humbled because they're entrapped. Somebody's entrapped. The old school friend. Sonic boom. Street fight. Yeah, somebody's being laid out. Yeah, you're a triple threat because you're a triple threat, collective. And they running scared. They were spiritually organ harvesting from you. Because you have high potential and they underestimated you. Now the karmics is trapped. Trying to cause an eviction didn't work in the reverse. And trying to make you go crazy, insane, berserker, going mad, didn't work. This was in the reverse. So somebody was trying to cause you an eviction and make you go crazy, berserker, mad, and that didn't work either. They were doing that. Ooh. An organization was trying to do this to you. An organization that's a part of the judicial system. Doing death magic. Crazy energy vampires. They having a lot of animosity right now, collective. Because they lost grip of reality. You can have an old school friend that works in an organization, part of the judicial system. They have a strange smell. The watchtower, they watching you. Cruel intentions, or somebody's watching somebody's, the watchtower is watching somebody's cruel intentions. And there's a bloodbath. They weren't paying attention to the signs given by the divine. The watchtower is watching them. They weren't paying attention. Now there's a bloodbath for their cruel intentions. And so, like I said, something was long overdue for you, collective. Your justice. Yeah, breath stinks from all the lies. Somebody's breath stinks, like, or from all the lies. They got halitosis breath. Yeah, and they're about to be confronted in an inappropriate way for lying on you, collective. This person is ungodly and they're aging rapidly. They're being humbled and they're entrapment. They cannot hide. Karmic's trapped, like I said. There's a second opinion and they're in their feelings because somebody's getting a second opinion. Yeah, because they were being manipulative. So somebody was being manipulative and now somebody's getting a second opinion and then they're in their feelings because somebody's overlooking something. They're being looked into. Yeah, now they on the run. Because endings, look, they on the run now. Because something's being looked into. Endings is happening for the people because they try to set you up for money fraud. Now they being devoured. Unable to escape this karma. They were very naive, collective. They had no goals, collective. Now shit is spiraling out of control because they had no goals. They were trying something controlled, okay? Somebody was trying to control you, but you are a chosen one the world is calling for. They were trying to control a chosen one. But all they did was created a monster. They unleashed the beast within of the chosen ones. So that's all they did. Yeah, now the collective is unbothered, they unfazed, and they're uninterested. Because the signs can no longer be ignored. They were out here saying that you pay for play, that you're easy lay. Somebody was saying that you pay for play, but they're the ones that pay for play. They're the ones that's an easy lay. They do this because they're a bunch of Uncle Toms. They kiss ass. They need money. They desperate to win. They desperate for money. So they open their legs for everybody and anybody. They're an abuser that was out here trying to torment and torture you. Cruel intentions. They had a lot of cruel intentions. Now they're over here alone. Because of the crimes that they committed. And for them being in childlike behavior, they need to act their age. And they're in a false marriage. Yeah, they put you in the dirt, but God made dirt and don't know her. So somebody buried you in the ground. Graveyard magic, confirmation. Somebody put you in the ground, buried you. Now fights is happening within their own relationship or family. Yeah, they were trying to bind you to them, collective. Yeah, but you're free. Freedom. Somebody was trying to bind you to them, but you're free. Freedom. Yeah, pride and prejudice, negative assumptions. Somebody had a lot of negative assumptions about you, collective. But you're being liberated from this know-it-all, somebody who thought they knew you. Confirmation sirens. That's it. I'm not pulling no more. Yeah, they gang stalking you, collective. To set you up. They were gang stalking you to set you up. They think that they too legit to quit. Yeah. They was gang stalking you instead of, hey. But you've been upgraded. And they about to reap what they sow. This stinky, sneaky link. That's infatuated with you. Sexual abuse, SA. This Brady Bunch gang and the combined family. They lacking common sense for this murder for hire, collective. So somebody was lacking common sense when they try to hire somebody to take you out. Yeah, a karmic man that was paying people bank accounts. They have shortened their life expectancy on Earth. Someone travel plans have been impacted. The storm's coming. Yeah, somebody could have been trying to run and they can't. Someone passed away because someone passed away. They all fall down. They was paid to cause you harm. Look. Somebody was paying people to cause you harm. A bunch of professional idiots. Now they're all feeling naked and afraid. And they all rotting from the inside out. January, February, March. I keep seeing those months. So something could happen or something could have happened January, February, or March. That is the last quarter moon reading, collective. If that resonated with you, please feel free to donate to me if you're called to do that. If not, it's all good. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. That helps as well. And that's about it. I'll be back. I might be back with another reading a little bit later. Peace out, people. When you already know, if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or mild intentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, simply, you will feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses and the spells that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma, quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow for bop is so low. Collective, I'm not even going to finish the rest of it. I'm out of here. Peace out.